good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, where this bottle see Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Guarantee we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, no here, what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your man, them. It's a brand in front of the camera. That's the picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we lick dripping. It's real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. Real Talk.
Yeah, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Salute everybody. We in the building, man. Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show. Knicks at the Smoothie Kingston this night, ladies and gentlemen, down there in New Orleans against the Pelicans. T-Bay can go down there and get 3 wins in a row. So we ain't here about to get it popping and all that good stuff. So let me bring my partner in the building, man, so we can really get this thing going. Charles Powell, what's good, my man?
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. Salute to everybody, man. Like I said, thank y'all for coming in, man. Let's get it, man. Another Knick game tonight. So another bunch of things to talk about. Had to come out that good stellar performance the other night out there in the link. out there with the I apologize for that. Minnesota. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Shop Howard. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming up that good performance out there in Minnesota. 133, went out there, did the damn thing. Just played a spectacular ball game. You know, looking pretty good in the month of December. Now we about to go get it popping again, man. We got to go out here in New Orleans and try to play a team that's, you know, who they are this year and everything like that. But, you know, we know who we are. So we got to go out there tonight and perform and try to get another W because, you know, it feels good when the Knicks got it popping and they winning and things are going the right way for the New York Knicks and everything. Before I go any further, though, let me shout out my family in the chat. Salute to the chat. Everybody in chat, what's good? Eat Gifts and Darlene the Queen, what's good? What's good, Darlene? Salute. John McDonald, Decade, my man, what's popping? Wonder Woman, salute to you, sister, what's good? Good to see you in the chat. Darren, everybody, man. John, Mr. Tito's, what's popping? John McDonald, Donald in the building, everybody, but it's good, Shop Howard. Everything's going well right now. Knicks playing good basketball. You know, team looking pretty good right now. They're starting to get in sync with each other. They're starting to find out how they get down and starting to show the results. Play some pretty good basketball in the month of December, sitting there at the top of the third in the Eastern Conference, man. So, you know, just another game under the belt. Love to really get this one, though. You know, it can be attractive. I would love to get this one. I think this would be a good win for the Knicks. They can establish another win on the road to get them like 10 wins in a road, I guess, or something of that nature. So should be a fun game. I mean, what you think about that? How you doing, my brother? And what you think about that game so far tonight?
Me, I'm good, man. I already told you in the background how I'm feeling, but everything is great, man. It's Knicks basketball time, and I'm happy to be here with you, Divine. Spend this Knick Real Talk, you know what I mean? Tonight's game is another big game. You know what I mean? This is a team that is, ailing from ailments. I mean, a beat-up team where a lot of guys have been down all year long. Their record does not show what the capacity that they have on their roster. I mean, with a help from Ingram, a help from Zion, and other guys that have been out, they could be a very reputable team in the West. I mean, all we could do is play the team in front of us. And tonight, the Knicks have been doing pretty well against teams under 500 so far this year. You know what I mean? And I think they're trying to do some of the same things that they did last year and beat these teams that's under 500. So this is another team that's struggling right now. I think they're 5-20, 5-19 or something. They got what's their record, Divide? You got their record up?
I do. I can get that for you. Not a problem at all. The Pelicans right now is pretty in the doldrums. They are 5-23.
5-23. I was about right. I was going to say 24. 23. So they're struggling right now because they don't have their guys with them. But with that being said, they're still an NBA team, and they still have good players on their team. And like you always say, Divine, the Knicks could beat anybody, but they also can get their butt whipped any night going out on the team if they're not going with their A game. And tonight, I'm expecting them to go out there with their A game to carry over from what they did against Minnesota. You know what I mean? And the next couple of games, I feel the same way about that. So that's what I'm hoping to see tonight, that they carry over from what they did against Minnesota. And, they're on the road right now. So, let's see. We need this win. This is a big game. And this is right around the time when you got to really start paying attention about this is no more, or they got to get it together. This team we got a nice, healthy team right here, right now. But we're starting to really get back. We got Precious back. Payne is back. McBride is back. The Elliott injuries are gone. We still waiting for Shaman to drop a dime, and for Mitch to hear some big words about Mitch coming back, hopefully early part of January or something like that. So right now is the time that they gotta stick together. They're on the road, so only people they gotta trust is themselves and get a win tonight. Basics.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%, man. I'm salute to the chat again, man. I'm the ones who just got out. Didn't get to call y'all out. Dave Smith was popping. D Smith was good, my man. Salute. NYC P-Boy, you already know Nostalgic was good. Salute to you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming in Real Talk, man. But yeah, Shot Powers, no excuses right now. I mean, we pretty much got enough talent from a healthy standpoint to go out there and compete, especially like you said, with Pressure Tour coming back. We know we can go out there and compete now. So, I wouldn't even try to make excuses. I didn't even make nothing that, if the team we not fully healthy, which is not an excuse, but it's the truth. But I think we healthy enough for now to go out there and compete against anybody. I think we could compete against anybody with the team we got presently right now. So I'm with you on that, Shot Powers. We don't have to sit up there and make no excuses because the team they ain't got their player. That's over with to me. Once Pressure Tour got back, I feel like that no longer need to be said. I know we could be better if some other guy come back, but I still think we're a good team without him. So if we lose the game tonight, it won't be because without Mitch or anybody, because they wasn't here anyway. So we ain't gonna make. Yeah, so, but I'm happy that what we got. Like I said, we playing stellar basketball in December, ladies and gentlemen. Defense rating is starting to look real good, but in the month of December, the defense rating was real phenomenal. They playing good B. They understand. I like the way the team getting down from an offense standpoint, because on any given night, we got a couple of guys who could put together some good games, ladies and gentlemen, and help the team win the game. And so let's see how it goes, man. We got to go out there tonight. This is a trap game for sure. Reason why it's a trap game because of the amount of players they got injured, but they also got some stellar dudes that's playing too. Let's not get it twisted. They got a good team down there, and they got guys who we wanted on the Knicks on that team right now playing in the game tonight. So, we can't take it for granted. You never will. And we know we did to them the last time we played them. Obviously they're gonna be looking for they gave us a universal butt whipping the last time we played them. So I'm quite sure they're gonna have they mindset like revenge type thing. The big payback. We need to get back. So I think that might be on their mind tonight. But I think we go out there and play hard. So I'm really looking forward to the game. And I'm really looking forward to these guys to go out there having fun tonight. Continue doing what they're doing when before they got there tonight. With that stellar performance in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, I'm expecting this team to play. Hopefully, they play the same way. I think this team is now Shot Powers. I don't think you're going to see too many peaks and valleys with this team. Let's put it like that. I think they now at a point now they know who they are. They know they got enough people. Every given night, there shouldn't be no lapses. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that's what I see tonight. There's no lapse in the Knicks tonight. Pick up where you left off from the Minnesota game. Go out there against this talented team. They decimated, but they still got talent, and try to get another victory to get the 3 in a row and keep it moving. That's what I really would like to see tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. This team is not a team to take lightly. This is a quasi, whatever you want to call it, trap game, because this team does not have their superstars, but this is an NBA team, and I don't want the Knicks to really think of taking anybody lightly these times of days. Like I said, I got a quota, man. The Knicks got to stay under 26 losses. They got to stay under 26 losses this year. In order for me to get close to where I want to be. So these are the games that we got to win. And they're like we always talk about, there is going to be games that we lose. We're going to at least lose 15 more games this year. Hopefully, just about 15 more games. But with that being said, I think that we got a great chance to going out here tonight and getting another win under this team. They got some guys back, but their big dogs are not back. So I hope that they don't take don't take this team to be light. I mean, you get out there and you start crashing down on that defense and trying to keep every quarter under 25 points. 26 points and under. And with that happening, we will come out with a victory tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it won't be, ladies and gentlemen, I know it won't be at the level. I know it won't be at the level of what it was in the Garden, but I do think the Knicks will beat them. I don't think it's gonna be by no 40 something. But I believe the Knicks go down there and go out there and take this victory and run with it. I really do. I think the team is locked in. I think they locked in right now. And I think coming off, I think I stated in the past there in the pregame Friday, coming off that Orlando victory, coming off them 4 days of rest, whatever it was, I think that really turned the team back to okay. It's almost like we got to play playoff basketball the rest of the season out. You know what I mean, Shop Powers? So I think coming out of that weekend when we lost the Emirates Cup to Atlanta, obviously then we didn't get there, so we had them days off after that last game we played. I think it kind of tuned them into okay, let's get ready to roll. You know what I mean? And I think that's where they at now. So this could be a team that you might know, ladies and gentlemen, you might see run a 7, 5, 6, 7 game winning streak. I really believe that because I think that's where they at right now. Let's hope that it starts tonight and start another one anyway. It started in the first 2 games. We done won 2 in a row already. So hope we make the 3rd one in a row. And this is probably one of the tougher games that we got to play other than Orlando. You know what I mean? Coming up in the next few games. But I think if we get by them, I think we pretty much be good to go, especially when we get back to the East Coast and just start and get to play at home. So this might be a good time to win a game like tonight. And then knowing that you're gonna be back on the coast and things of that nature, Christmas time, you back on the East Coast and everything like that. And you've been on a road for a couple of games. So let's see. I should be a exciting game. Job out. I think that they clicking, and I think they feeling good about the stuff. So let's see. I think you should get it, man. What's your thoughts on for what you think what they need to do tonight, and what you think they will do tonight to get a victory about this piece?
The same thing that they've been doing in all these winning games, man. Play great defense, score the basketball, and try to protect the rebounding. You know what I mean? Rebound the basketball is key for them for the rest of the season, for at least for the rest of the year. Rebounding the basketball gets them out faster. They move the ball faster. The ball doesn't touch the court as much as one pass to another pass to a layup, dunk, or a short jump shot. So those are the things that the Knicks got to keep instilling into their guys to keep moving and keep going. And they got great guys that cut to the basket. They got great guys that break out down the court. They got great guys that can pass the basketball. The one thing the Knicks, everybody can pass the basketball in that starting unit. Everybody is high assists in the starting unit. Even in the second unit, Deuce McBride and Cameron Payne can pass the basketball. So if they can continue to get, they're ranked right now, I think 28th, 29th assists a game. Last year, I think we was like 16. Last year, I think we was in the lower echelons of assisting the basketball. But now we're averaging 28 rebounds a game. And that's good for the team because that means everybody's getting the chance to touch the basketball and put the ball in the basket. The more players that we can get on the basket to get them in rhythm, like Jalen Brunson has been doing, get these guys in rhythm, the better shot that we got to win in the game. Because any given night, it could be anybody taking that big shot. It could be Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Precious Achua, Cat, Brunson. Any one of those guys you want to Deuce McBride, Payne. It could be any one of those guys that could be taking a big shot. And I got confidence in that they can hit the shot. So if they can just continue to stay strong, stay with the mental fortitude to keep them, in line with their bodies and stuff like that. If you got it up here, then your body will follow. You know what I mean? And if they can continue to get it in here, like Mikal is. We always talked about Mikal from the neck down. He was fine, but it was all from the head up. He ain't got. I don't see those problems that he had in the beginning of the year, like he has had in the month of December. And another big thing is OG has been playing phenomenal defense this year, especially in the month of December. But his scoring has dropped down. But see, this is one thing great about the New York Knicks, man. His scoring has dropped down, and whose scoring has went up? Mikal Bridges. Mm-hmm. So it has so many guys that you can lean on in the lineup. instead of from last year when it was really predominantly Julius Randle, not even much Julius Randle, but more so on Josh Hart. I mean on Brunson scoring the basketball. Now you see his assists are going up. His scoring is still staying around 24, 25 points a game, and his assists is going up. So I'm just happy with what the team is doing, and I'm glad that him and the rest of the team looks for each other because they're playing team basketball now. It's no more independent isolation basketball like we've been seeing in the last couple of years. This team flows and this team looks for each other. That's exactly why you see Josh Hart always cut to the basket. Mikal Bridges always cut to the basket. OG Anunoby always cut to the basket. And when Cat got the ball in his hand, everybody cuts to the basket. So I'm happy to see what the Knicks are doing.
Yeah, real talk. That's exactly right. And a good thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, also, we had a stellar game, but now when our main cog in the wheel comes back tonight, we have Josh Hart back tonight. So, that's another thing why I'm giddy about this team. After watching that game, we did that without Josh Hart. You know what I mean? But now you get Josh Hart back. Now you get another strong body back out there who can play basketball. So I think, like I said, these guys got a good team down here. And granted, like you said, they're not going to win every game. Going to be some nights, where somebody just outplayed them. I mean, but in the essence of everything, I think this team is going to be a pretty dangerous team. I really believe that. And it's starting to show. And I'm glad they're taking the right steps. They're playing a good basketball. Like you said, the rebounding basketball, Achua coming back. He's rebounding the ball real well to help Cat out with the rebound. And any other guy stepping up too. Bridges has 6. Now you got a guy like Josh Hart who getting you down 9 or 10 coming back tonight. You know what I mean? So now you add pressure to it. If he's going to go back to the bench, that's what Tom Thibodeau going to do. He usually don't do too much change in lineup. He roll with what he think, but still, either way it goes, it's a win-win. Now we got Achua back on the bench, helping Deuce McBride, helping Cameron Payne, and Jericho Sims for now playing that second unit. So, it's still they get stronger because he comes back. So, I think these guys they playing tonight, like I said, they got a talented team, ladies and gentlemen. Just because they miss somebody don't mean you can't get your butt whipped, like I said, because Trey Murphy can play, Devontae Murray can play. They got guys in that lineup today who play basketball. You know what I mean? And they're gonna come out there hungry too. They want to show and prove that listen, y'all beat us last time y'all played us, and you beat us bad, but you take no team for granted, but I do think that the Knicks should handle this tonight. And it's another reason why I think the Knicks are going to beat them bad tonight. And I'll be able to point to that in a minute, you know what I mean? But I'm really happy with the team doing as well. Shot Powell, we playing good basketball. Our main players are playing the way they're supposed to play, and our starting 5 had to carry this team all season because our bench was a little iffy because of it.
Right.
And you got to get a starting 5 credit. That's why I think this is a dangerous team because our starting 5 still got us at 17 and 10. Or whatever the case may be, and we didn't have a bench for almost the whole season because even though we were missing a couple of guys who didn't even start the season, but we also lost our backcourt for a couple of games here and there. You know what I mean? Obviously, we lost Deuce McBride sometime with the knee problem. We lost Cameron Payne 2 times. You know what I mean? So within them 27 games, we had some of the guys who was literally in the rotation in the second unit missed 3 or 4 or 5 games here, and I think that made a difference as well. So. Now that these got like they getting to play, you kind of see what it could be from not only from the results against the New Orleans Pelicans, but also the results against the Orlando Magic, because you've seen what now they can rebound now. You know what I mean? A little bit better. And Deuce McBride and campaign that was there at the same time. I think you see the results. So I think tonight I don't think you get nothing different. I think you get the same dose of medicine. I think they go out there tonight and play New York Knicks basketball, ladies and gentlemen, and go out there and get this victory. And I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to this next half of the quarter of the season, rather. When we get to 40 games, man. By then, we'd be around All-Star time, trade deadline time. I would love to see this team. Believe it or not, Shop Power at least 40 wins. I mean, not 40. We were 70. Excuse me. We 17 and 10 now. At least 30 wins. I'd love to see them get to 30 wins. Right around the All-Star break. You know what I mean? And then I think we'd be able to capture the rest of them at the second half of the season. But so I'm looking forward to it. And I think it all starts tonight with a good game tonight.
Yeah, that's no question, Divine. They're getting a niche. You know what I mean? And you're starting to see guys play different. You know what I mean? You're starting to see guys be more attentive to their teammates. And I like what I'm seeing from them. You know what I mean? They're really unselfish. They really don't hold the ball long. It's very rare that you see them get down in the shot clock, even though they do, but not as much as they did last year with Julius Randle being on the court. Almost every possession when they went to the half-court game, Julius Randle had the ball 8 seconds, and he gets it all the way down to 3 seconds. Then he kicks it out to somebody to want to shoot the ball. This year they're doing a little better. They're moving a little faster. They're making breaks to the basket a little faster. They're getting the ball in their spots, and they're shooting the ball more crisper. So, I think that they believe in themselves, and they believe that at any given time, anybody can go off on this team. So, even if we got two of the 5 starters not having a good game, the other 3 can pitch in and kind of keep us close in the game with Deuce McBride and Payne coming in, giving us, those sporadic minutes that they give and those good baskets that they give. I think we're pretty good right now. We're in a nice little groove, and I hope they can continue it tonight.
Yeah, real talk, man. Yeah, let's look at the what's on tap right quick. Let's see what guys getting down with tonight. And let's see going up against who tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, if you look at the stats and everything, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Obviously, Knicks and Pelicans, right there. Knicks 17-10, Pelicans 5-23. We third in the standard. They 15. We 9-6 away from the Garden. That's just good. Over 500 on the road. They under 500 at home. They like their season is just you can't even underestimate how bad their season could. Not because they're not a good team, because they just out of all the teams in the NBA, they one of the most decimated teams I've seen in the NBA all year. They don't have majority of their top stars playing. So it kind of showing in the ratings. We second in offense rating, they 29th. We 15th in defense, like Shaw Powers that we moved up a point from the other night. We halfway through the 30 team in the NBA. We had to, we're in the top 15. So that means that's good to see, and our defense getting better because it got better every month from October, November to December. Obviously, it got better. But anyway, their defense is 28th in association. Our net rating 5. We 5th in association, obviously, and they are 29th. But if you look at those stats, to me, ladies and gentlemen, that just tells you why the Pelicans season is the way it is. Them cats is really, really decimated down there, man. So that's not about Willie Green can't coach. That's not about they had a sorry team. No Zion, no Brandon Ingram, they keep going. Alvarado was out for a while. But think who they still got there, and I think we can't, like I said, we can't take guys lightly tonight, because I think they got a team down there and they can go play. So we just got to go out there and play hard against these guys, man, and do what we do, because like I said, we don't want to take them for granted. That's for sure. And if you look at the team leaders, let me start that. I didn't mean that went a little bit too far for me, ladies and gentlemen. The team leaders right now, Cat averaging 25 a game. Zion Williamson, who hasn't been playing, 22 a game. Karl-Anthony Towns is averaging literally 14.2 rebounds. This kid just don't stop right now. 14.2 rebound. Yee's Messi, he's averaging 8.6. Obviously, Jalen Brunson around 7.7 assists, and DeMonte Murray is right around 7 assists. So them the team leaders and all that stuff. And these guys, like I said, they got a talent roster, man. They did too bad. It would have been good for the NBA if Zion Williamson was healthy, because that's a good ass team over there. Now I think they would have made some noise in the West. We went for the injuries like that. So, but our last 5 games, ladies and gentlemen, we 3-2. Like I said, we gave the Minnesota Timberwolves the beat down 133-107. Then obviously Orlando, we beat them down in Orlando by 9. Their first home loss of that season in Orlando. We played down there and beat them the other night. Then obviously we lost that terrible game to the Atlanta Hawks. We beat the Raptors, and then we also lost that game without Cat to the Detroit Pistons in the Garden. And so we 3-2 in the last 5 games. But we have been but look, these guys right now haven't won a game in so long. They 0-5 in the last 5 games. They lost every one of them. That's why you can't take this thing lightly tonight. This might be a trap game. They're like, we got to win one sooner or later. You don't want to be the night, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we got to go out there and make sure that we don't let these cats go out there and play us the wrong way and beat us tonight. But other than that, Shaw Powell, it is what it is. I can finish that, then we get back and talk about it right quick. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we in the blue drip tonight for sure. They are in the red drip. The projected starters for the Knicks tonight look like Josh Hart is in there with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I say you can't take these guys for granted. This dude might wind up being in the Hall of Fame. We know how DeVonta Murray get down. We know how Herb Jones get down. We know how Trey Murphy get down. And we know how Yeezy get down. this is not just any team that's, even though they decimated with their main soldiers, they got some guys who could start on any team in the NBA on that roster right there. Shot Powers. Any one of these 5 guys could start on any NBA team. So this is not no scrub team here. These guys is, like I said, all-star, two-way player, one of the top defenders, I think, believe in the NBA right now. And overall, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy can get buckets from outside, like the best of them. And this young man right here, Yeez Messi, he playing good ball this year. So, you can't take these guys lightly tonight. Don't not sleep on them. Go out there and punch them in the mouth, man, and get it popping, because I think that's what it's going to have to be. McCullough Jr. and Mitchell Robinson, the only people out for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. And even that injury report stayed 4 or 5 for the first quarter of the season. For them guys, they are decimated. Like I said, they missing Alvarado, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Carlo Medvedev. So, it is what it is, man. But like Shot Power said, you play in front of you. And I think tonight, Shot Power, we got to do the same thing. We can't. Don't worry about who they don't have. Worry about what we got and go out there and play some ball tonight. Let's get it popping and see if we can get these boys out of here tonight.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Just make sure that you playing up to the team. This team is a little decimated. They're out with their big guys and stuff like that. Don't take these guys lightly. I mean, you go out there and you hit them with the 1 and set them up for the 2. You know what I mean? If you knock them out with the 1, cool. But if you don't, bang, and then you hit them with that hook. You know what I mean? Throw that hook. And if you got to throw the 3rd one, the uppercut, then you throw the uppercut too. You know what I mean? So all those things are in play tonight, man. You gotta really, this is not a team with those scoring. If you didn't know that this team had Ingram and all these guys on there, and you see that starting lineup, that's a pretty good starting lineup right there. You know what I mean? So the matchups are going to be critical tonight. And we're going to see some things. And I think the Knicks are ready for this team. You know what I mean? Especially if they play anything like they played against Minnesota the other night, they're going to be ready for it. Like we talked about, the defense is catching up to the offense. The offense is still prolific, and guys are starting to get in their range and stuff like that. This would be a great game for OG bounce back. And OG, not saying OG hasn't been playing good basketball in December, but he has had some lulls in the games. A couple of games under 10 points. But he also has some games 23, 24, 27 points in December, 27, 18, and 17. So, and we only play 8 games in 8 and 6. Well, we 6-2, right? 6-2. So we played 8 games, right? So there's a couple of games that he didn't score, but on those games, he played hellified defense against the opposing team and whoever their big man was, whoever their big scorer was. So I'm happy with what they're doing. I'm happy how they're substituting their roles and stuff like that. And in the last couple of games, even Cat's defense has been a little better. He's not solely on the drop back now. He's not solely always dropping back or committing to step up and getting beat behind in the backcourt. So the defense is starting to change. They're starting to know where they're going to be. If Cat is going to step up, you got to be sure that you have Mikal on the defender or OG on the defender and Mikal on your backside to protect your back from the backdoor cuts. And they're starting to fall in place, even in their pick and rolls. And they do one slick play. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but as they're coming up court, when they're going to set up for a half court style of basketball, everybody pushes the ball up fast. Josh Hart pushes the ball up fast. Brunson pushes the ball up fast. Even Mikal comes up and pushes the ball fast and puts pressure on the defense to push him in. And as soon as Cat be the 5th man coming back for the Knicks, sets him right up for that 3-point shot right at the top of the key. And that's been a shot that I've noticed that they do. Josh Hart does it with him a lot. He pushes the ball up and he puts pressure on Cat's man and himself by going right in between both of those guys. And when they go to converge on him, he kicks it out to Cat. Cat shoots a 3-point shot. That's a big thing that I noticed that they do, and I hope they continue to do that, because I think Cat is going to have a 10 3-point shot, 10 3-point shots one game this year. He's going to score 30 points just over here in 3-point shots.
Yeah, I think that's a piggyback off what you're saying. It's like the way they playing basketball now. It's almost like they playing hockey. The New York Knicks is to play like, I mean, they don't, not only they doing a hockey assist, like you said, they getting the ball up. I seen the Knicks the other night, they was up like 100 and something to something. and Tibbs like push the ball. I'm a they was a
that's Tibbs for you.
I was like, this dude don't stop coaching for nothing. I mean, this is literally a blowout. But he was like, he didn't want them to break. He don't want them to get no bad habits. You know, he like this, and
Fact.
you don't get.
That's the reason.
Yep, it was like about 20. It was like in a 4 quarter, 100 something, 80 something, or whatever. And all I heard him on the side like punch. Like this dude was crazy. But anyway, I still like to say that to piggyback on what you're doing. I think they implemented a system in here now where they know. We got some talented guys on this roster, and we know we don't have to pound the ball like we used to do to slow the offense down. And I think they playing that way, and it's paying dividends. I mean, because they getting up. I mean, anybody scoring the points they scoring is crazy. But I think the assist, the pushing the pace, and that was your pet peeve all with the. See, this crazy. That was your number one pet peeve all the last couple of years. Yours now, it's like, damn, my pet peeve done came to reality because they pushing that damn ball up and down. Man, you know what I mean? So it's really good to see. It showed you that they are a versatile team, and I think that's going to bode well in the playoff. Because the good thing about it, they got enough 3-point shooting in the playoff. Because in the playoff, this shit slows down. Everything becomes half court. It's more ground and pound and all that shit. But they built for that though. And so what I like about it is they built for that, but they also could turn it up against teams who got high power offenses. And I think that's a pretty good thing to have right now at these days and time. The Knicks is an exciting team to watch. I like watching them play, Shop. We watch them. We Knicks fans like to watch the Knicks every time they play. But still, this is a different brand, and it looks good. It looks good. It feels good. They active. They moving the ball all over. They doing what other teams used to do. They went away so much to straight down, beat down, and throw it down in the block. And just pounding the ball. But now they getting it from all facets, man, and I'm happy to see that. So I hope they do that thing tonight the same way. Go out there against these guys and give them the business. I do think, like I said, that team, we supposed to beat that team tonight. We don't supposed to lose to these guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We just don't supposed to. You know what I mean? I think we supposed to go out there and beat these guys tonight because we got a better team right now because of their situation. Like I said, they unhealthy because all them guys that's in that starting lineup tonight, some of them dudes was on the bench. 2 or 3 of them, like same way we were last year when we lost out, like Randall and Robinson and Anunoby and them. Now them guys that's in the starting lineup was most of them were bench players. Like Herb Jones, them was on the bench. Even Trey Murphy III was on the bench because with Zion, Brandon Ingram was in there. So they in the same situation we were last year when we tried to get make the run we had. We had to have our bench players in the starting lineup. Now their team tonight. They weaker because their bench is weaker. So we should take advantage of them and bust their butt, just like people did us. When your bench is weak because you don't have enough players to cover that happens. So I think we should be the same thing tonight, man. I think we should go get it tonight. Let's go down there and put the hammer down and try to come out there with a victory. Shop out to be 10-6 on the road. 10-6 on the road. That's pretty good. Under the circumstances. And then we get, like I said, we get back to get over to the Garden. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to all you guys, man. Salute to NYC B-Ball, Nostalgia, Dave, East of the Garden, LY, J, Giles, G. Everybody, man. Salute to you guys, E-Give. Salute to the chat, man. That's where it's at, man. We in the building. Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shop Powers. We doing a pregame thing for the Knicks in New Orleans down at the Smoothie Center tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks go for 3 in a row. They're going to try to capture another road win. Then ready to get back on the East Coast, so I'm really looking forward for a good game tonight and everything like that, man. Until then, you know how we do, man. Y'all make sure y'all
hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like subscribe button for your brothers, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so your brothers for love. We can build a platform, keep it moving, man. And salute to all you guys who already have subscribed to the show, and thank y'all for coming in and watching us on these nights, man. We do the pregame show. We do the recap. We always in here every day, all day, man. And I love being amongst this thing, doing it with the fans and everything. So y'all make sure y'all tell a friend, man, hit that button, man. Tell them to subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, man. And support your brothers, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know that. But Shop Howard, I'm looking forward to this game tonight. Some good matchups tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Despite what you may think, Mikal is probably going to be Mikal and Devontae Murray.
Right.
And you might get Anunoby and Trey Murphy III, or you might get Josh Hart or and Herb Williams or whatever the case may be. Then you got Yeeves and Big Cat. So it's going to be some good matches in that starting five. This game is about the starting five for them. You know what I mean? That's where they deep at right now because their team is so decimated. So that's where their power going to be tonight. If our starting five play their offense, play that offense in the better than their offense tonight, I definitely think we win the game because I think our bench is a little stronger compared to theirs because of what they've been through or what they're going through, Saturday. So I'm still looking for our guys to get out there, execute the shot power, play for 48 minutes, rebound the basketball. Just keep playing the way you've been playing. That the offense looks pretty fluid. It's fluid offense. We'll see if they can keep it going tonight, man. I think our defense is getting better. Top 3 in the defense in the month of December, ladies and gentlemen, in the NBA this year. Picked it up the big time, and it's really, I think Knicks is like 8-2 or 7-3 in their last 10 games. Let's see if we can get a popping shot power. So it should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking forward to. You know what I mean? Seeing these guys go out tonight. The matchups are going to be good to watch. And I'm looking for a bounce back game for OG. Now, not so much saying a bounce back game, but he had a good game, then 2 bad games, 2 mediocre games, then a good game, then another mediocre game, then a very good game, then a good game, then another 2 mediocre games. You know what I mean? So I want to see him get back into. I'm not expecting OG to score 40 points tonight. I'm not even expecting OG to score 22 points tonight, but I definitely expect to see OG scoring around 14 to 17, 18 points tonight, 4 or 5 rebounds, 2 or 3 steals, 1 or 2 blocks. You know what I mean? Those are the numbers that I want him to fill the stat sheets up to make up for the points that he's given up, because the points are starting to be dispersed throughout the team now. And I'm just happy. That's one of the matchups I'm really looking forward to tonight, to see OG to have a bounce back game, because I think Cat is going to go full. Brunson's going to have another stellar game. I don't think he's going to be held down to under 20 points tonight. Josh Hart is back in the lineup, so the ball is going to move around a whole lot. Don't be surprised if you see a triple-double from Josh Hart tonight for him being back on the court. And Mikal is starting to get his win. He's starting to find his shot in that corner. And once again, in the month of December, I think he's averaging 22 points a game, 5-point-something rebounds a game, two steals a game, a block a game. And I mean, he's really, they're starting to get it together, and it looks good on them. So I hope that they continue their winning ways tonight.
Yeah, they playing good. The good thing about that's why I always say, y'all always hear me say how like this has got to be one of the top five star lineups in NBA, because the good thing about it is like you don't have to have a good night offensively, because we got like I always say, one night it might be Brunson and Cat, one night might be Mikal and Cat, or it might be Anunoby and Brunson, or it might be Anunoby and Cat. And that's what's so deadly. So Anunoby, he had us from an offense standpoint anyway. He got us going. Him and Cat, the really ones had us going in the beginning of the season, because Brunson and Mikal Bridges haven't found their footing at the beginning of the year anyway. But it was Anunoby and Towns that really kept us afloat above Trent and Water. So, and then you know what? Then when we got to MSG, we said, Anunoby probably taper off a little bit, because everybody do. But his defense never switched. It never left. See, and that's what's so great about the reason why you got Anunoby, because we know that he don't have to have a great offense night to impact a game. And I think that's the most important thing I could, and to say, you don't have to have a high scoring game to impact a game. He impacts the game because, like you say, Shah, he one of the top defenders in the game. So he don't have to force anything. That's what I love about this team. Our players don't have to force shots. When you have a team like ours, they don't need to force shots because you got other guys who can get buckets. But remember when we didn't have a team like this here, where Randall had to force shots, because we didn't have a team like that. He had to force shots because the other guys couldn't get it popping like that. This team is different to me because Mikal can get it popping, Anunoby can get it popping, Brunson can get it popping, Cat can get it popping, and even Josh Hart can get it going. So it takes a lot of pressure off these guys, Shot Power. There's no need for them to panic no more. This is one of the best teams we had in a long time, and I do believe that like they are built that way, and that's why I can't put the emphasis enough on why this is a scary team. They got 3 guys literally. At least I'll put like this here: on any given night, you're gonna have 2 guys who can score 20 points on any given night. I don't care who it is, which one it is. It's not gonna be too many nights when you got a guy, any two, pick your poison, that can go out there and put 20 points on the board for both players. Well, so I think that's good, you know. And like, you know, we also talk about big three. Shit, we got a big four in a sense. You know what I mean? We got a big four because, like I said, Josh Hart is just not a scorer like these other guys, but all them cats can go off. And Anunoby, man, when this three ball is on, it's on. You know what I mean? He should be on. I'm like, Anunoby hitting net, and so I'm happy to see it, man. I think nothing changed, man. I think this team is pretty well equipped, man. We just gotta hope they can get and keep doing what they're doing. You know, I think despite what people may think, Jalen Brunson literally is averaging 25, 40 something. You know what I mean? He's shooting no damn 50% from the floor too. But he because of this team is so stacked, Shot Powers, he don't have to score every night.
Facts.
If Jalen Brunson got a good defender on him who's giving them problems, when do you know what? He don't got to force the ball. He said, I'll let Mikal and Anunoby and Towns cook. That's why I call this a champion type of team, because they don't have to force nothing. You don't have to. If you ain't got a popper that night, do the other 9 things that make you a good basketball player. Don't worry about the scoring tonight. You rebound, you pass the ball, you help do this, you do that, you play defense, and let the other 3 guys get it popping. That's the how would I say, the strength of this team in that first unit, because they got guys who can get it popping for sure. And I think it's starting to rear its ugly head in the NBA, because that's why they second in the association in net rating and offense. You know what I mean? So it's good to see.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, and then we said it together that for me, I can't even offensively. This team, I don't remember another team that scored this many high-scoring games as a New York Knicks team. We didn't have, at least out of these 27 games, and I'm just throwing it off the head, how many games I can think in my head, at least 10, 11 games that we was 130-something, 128. We beating teams up, you know what I mean, this year, 120-something, 130-something. A couple of teams we haven't done. Last year, I think, last year we kept teams under 100 6 times, six or 7 times the whole season. We didn't surpass that already this year in 27 games. I mean, we last year we scored over 125 points. I think it was 11 times. I believe we done that already in 27 games this year. I mean, from being a brand new team coming onto the court with 2 new players in your roster, and pretty much 3 or 4 more players, because OG didn't play all last year. He didn't even play when he came here in January, the whole half of the season, and Josh Hart being a starter with Jalen Brunson. So this is a brand new team, and they're starting to figure it out, and they're looking good figuring it out. And I mean, the assist is a big thing that I like to see that they're doing, and their fast break momentum is very great this year. You know, I mean, these guys are getting up and down the court quick, rebound the basketball, kick the ball out to the wing push the ball to the middle. OG or Bridges is on the wing. You pass it to them. Precious is even out there sometimes. You pass it to them, they're throwing the ball down. And that's the way you have to move the basketball. You have to make it easier for your team to get baskets than to go down and have to grind all the time on the half-court style of basketball.
When the Knicks started the season last, let me ask you, I got 2 questions. 2 questions. Do you think the New York Knicks will hit a slump? Do you think this team is now a team that they don't that very seldom lose 1 or 2 games in a row? I'm saying they only did that once or twice this year. Do you think now that the way this team is constructed, everything, like there shouldn't be no, we're gonna go on a losing streak? No. Okay.
I think the most losses we may have occur, and I'm just guessing, maybe a 3-game losing streak, coming up or something like that. Maybe, but this team is too well put together, and Tom Thibodeau figures it out. You know what I mean? We a lot of us Knicks fans criticize Tom Thibodeau for having this old style of playing basketball. But with that old style of basketball this year, with only playing 6, maybe 7 players, we're 17-10 right now. You know what I mean? So it's not the style of basketball. It's the type of players that you have playing that type of basketball for you, the talent that you have on the court, and with the style of basketball that Tom Thibodeau exudes out here, with the talent that he has, it looks good to me I mean, the beginning of the year, like you said, October was slow, but we won in October. November was slow, but we won in November. December, we are pretty hot in December. We're pretty good in December. So far. So I think that's the and we all know if you've been watching this basketball team since Tom Thibodeau has been the coach, usually around the end of December, going into January, that's where we really, really get our stride. That was with IQ and them. That was even with the team that went to the finals with Julius Randle and a whole bunch of Tito's on that team with Noel and all of those guys. They start getting their stride going into January and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping so that this team will have more wins in a row than more losses in a row. I don't believe, it's for me, it's too many players on the team that score 20 points, that can average 20 points. And I mean, even in your second unit, Deuce McBride is 14 points a game. Is he 14 or 11? Or is that Payne with 11? Whatever it is, he's double-digit scoring in the second unit. And I mean, you got Josh Hart double-digit scoring in the starting unit. All the guys in the starting unit double-digit scoring. So even if you have two guys off for a night, I know it's very rare that you're going to see Cat off, but even when Cat is off and he has 17, 18 points, he's still grabbing 14, 15 rebounds. And I mean, so when you're ailing in a certain thing and you're not getting the scoring from your certain quote unquote big guys, you have guys that can come in here and knock down big shots and still keep you in the game and push you stronger with your guys not having a good game to have a big shot in a game to make up for a failing effort or not your average in a game.
You know what? I read why I brought that up, and I, I think the starter said about 4, and I think somebody else said 3. And I read why I brought that up, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to say, if this is a championship contending team, what the character of this team, like I don't know if Cat and Brunson and Mikal and them gonna let you get in. I don't think let you get in a losing streak. I think this is a championship type, and championship teams don't really, they stay focused 24/7, obviously. You know what I mean? They always make sure every day they go out there hitting hard. I'm thinking that this team is because of the way they are built and the character. Because you remember, this team, the second question is going to tie into this. You look at the Knicks starting lineup last year. Who did we have starting? Brunson? Because it was before DiVincenzo, who was Quentin Grimes? Am I correct?
Yes.
It was Quentin Grimes.
R.J. Barrett.
With R.J. Barrett.
Hartenstein.
Randall, and Mitch started.
Mitch started, yes.
Yeah, until we got injured. So you had, but all 3 of them, other than Brunson, the other 3 of them guys, 4 of them guys, were not seasoned high IQ type of players. I guess what I'm saying is this team, if you think about that team I just named, the starting 5, now look at the starting 5 on this team. I think people might need to understand why I'm so giddy. Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Randall, and Mitch or Hartenstein. Now you got Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Anunoby, and Cat. And this is like, this team is twice better than that team. So what I think that I'm thinking is that maybe this team won't allow a losing streak because they built so better and they built so different, and they like the IQ on this level is on another level out here, man. These guys are all seasoned dudes. Like I said, Anunoby been to the finals. Cat been to the Western Conference Finals. Mikal been to the finals. They got a bunch of guys, and Jalen Brunson went to the Western Conference Finals. And Josh Hart been in the playoffs. I think not deep, but he's been there. But so I think compared to what we had last year, every one of these players that went to the Western Conference Finals or beyond. You know what I mean, Shop House? I'm wondering, will that make a difference in us not getting in a losing streak this year, because this team is so experienced and know the importance of playing big basketball and trying to win every game you can. Because obviously I know they want to be up there in the top 2. They probably want to be 1. I know they want to compete with Boston and them, so I'm hoping that they don't even go in the slump. I'm hoping after the first half of the season that might be over. I think that's what I was trying to get to, because with that team compared to the team we had last year, this is a night and day basketball team, talent wise and everything. Jalen Brunson was playing with Quentin Grimes and RJ and Randall. Now he's playing with Cat and Anunoby. It's crazy, you know what I mean? And so let's see, man. And now and with the bench starting to formulate and get a little bit more stronger, I'm hoping they don't even lose two. They haven't lost 2 games in a row all year, and we better than we were early in the year. I think this is a really good, resilient team. They know if they have a bad night, they want to prove that it was a bad night. I guess I'm saying, and I think championship teams don't lose 3 games in a row. Not championship teams. So I'm hoping that you know, and that's why I asked you that question, because I really think that might be interesting, you know, to see moving forward. But I think they got the makeup to do it, Shop. I think they got a good team. I think they can withstand anything. And now they're getting healthier. I would love to see what Shaman get back. I think somebody asked me about that early in the chat. Whoever answered about the Shaman thing, no, he's not playing tonight. I don't know. I don't even know if he signed back with the Knicks yet. You know, they're gonna go through all of the hurdles and obstacles to get him here. Not get him here, but put this player down there and relinquish this player. It's more of a front office thing. I think probably is waiting for to see how they're gonna maneuver this thing. But I think he'd be back coming off the after this game. I think Shaman will be back on the East Coast. I think he'll play. And all that. But other than that, Shop, I'm looking for a gritty game tonight. Look for these guys to go out there and do what they've been doing, man. And I'm excited about the game tonight, man. Give me thoughts on your thoughts, period. But at least on the game tonight.
Yeah, it's all about matchups tonight. You know what I mean? I think Cat is going to have a pretty decent game, like he's always been having since he's been here. You know what I mean? I think Jalen Brunson has a slight bounce back from the last game that he had, which wasn't a bad game, but wasn't really a Jalen Brunson style of game that we're used to seeing. And I look forward to seeing OG have a better game. The one thing about OG right now, when we was talking about OG and having having these slumps in the scoring and stuff like that, teams are playing him totally different than they played him in the beginning of the year. They were falling off of him. I said this earlier, that they were falling off of him 10 to 12 feet off of him now. Now they're more on 10 to 8 feet to him instead of further away from him. You know what I mean? Because you see more often now when he gets the shot, the guy is more closer to him to play the defense on him, later than in the beginning of the year when guys are playing more towards the foul line defense against him at the 3-point line. Now they're above the break, top of the key. You know what I mean? Are playing defense on him. So I think he's going to have a bounce back game. That's what I'm looking. That's the main focus. I think all the other guys are going to come back and do their regular. These guys are, by numbers. If they just come out and play their numbers that they're average, we're going to have a better game. Now, the guy that I think that we're going to go over average tonight is hopefully OG Anunoby. Hopefully, he get closer to 17 to 21 points tonight.
Yeah. I think he do for one, and I think something that you just said was important, because when he was hitting that 3-point shot, that they now everybody up on him now, because
right. They ain't paying back off him no more.
and I think tonight, like I said, this team, other than Herb Jones and Devontae Murray, I mean, Yeats is okay on defense, but I think our offense chew these boys up. I really do. I think
what's their ranking on defense? 27, 28, 28, like the bottom, 28 at the bottom of the league. You know what I mean? So we should be able to, with our offense, we should be able to beat up on them. And now that our defense is getting better, we should be able to put more pressure on their scorers, whoever their scorer is going to be in this day. See, this is the scary part about this game here. For the Knicks, it may not be one of their starter 5 on the Pelicans tonight that be their quasi big score tonight. It may be one of those guys off the bench. I mean, that those I don't want to say no names, but those 11, 12, 13 players off the bench that comes in and have one of those one of those games against the Knicks that they average 10 points for the whole game, and in the first quarter they hit 10 points. I mean, that may be one of the things that we have to look out for. So it's all about stepping up to the man and containing who you got to get. And after the half court, if anybody is making some success in that first 2 quarters, you best believe on the third quarter, OG's coming back out to him and putting them on him. This is one of the things that I noticed about Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau switches us up so well, because in the beginning of the half last game, Ant-Man was being detained by Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? By Mikal and OG. But in that second half, coming out of the break, OG went right to Randall. I mean, he went straight to Randall. He started playing defense on Randall, and his his physicality is really strong. You know what I mean? He's really strong when you want to make a move, and he ain't scared to foul you. You know what I mean? He will lay out a foul on you. You know what I mean? And then throw up his hands like, what did I do? So I really appreciate that from him. So I'm like I said, OG, I think, and like I said, they played OG a little different, but I think OG is going to be a different. I think tonight is going to be a little different for him because of the defense that we're playing against. Our offense against their defense. We should be able to excel against them because their defensive ranking is so much lower than what our offense is, and we should propel ourselves in defense because our defense is way better than what their offense is.
Right. Yeah, we in the top 15 now, ladies. That's getting scary. Right. We in the top 15 now. So the NBA, once the Knicks get up in that top 10, it's going to be a problem with that offense. I really believe that. So I'm hoping tonight that they should go out there and definitely do the thing because I don't think they got enough. They don't have enough bodies, I think, to beat the Knicks. They got talent, but they don't have enough bodies. Especially they missing 4 their major cogs in the wheel. Especially Alvarado and Zion and Ingram. I mean, that's not a lot to overcome when you got they almost like, in a sense. That's why I got to give Orlando Madison credit, ladies and gentlemen. They missing they 2 top dogs, but they still go hard. They still up 17 and 12. So it go to show you, man. Talent is important, but you also got to have the depth to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I just want to show y'all this. The New York Knicks right now, we 3rd in the Eastern Conference, 17 and 10. Win percentage around 60-30. We 6.5 games behind the Cavaliers, but we only 4 games behind the Boston Celtics. I think that somebody's gonna get caught in there eventually. But what I'm happy about, we are 3rd in the conference, and in the Eastern Conference. So no matter what, if this was a playoff picture, we'd be pretty good. We 3rd in the conference, or if a tiebreaker come, or whatever the case may be, or having winning in the conference is important. In the division, in the conference, and in the division, the New York Knicks are 4-1. Because these things gonna matter when it comes to seeding at the end of the year and all that good stuff. So they're doing pretty good. They're 8-4 at home. 9-6 on the road. Hopefully make it 10 tonight. And they won 7 out of their last 2 games in a row. They sitting right there looking pretty good, man. Like I said, Orlando one game behind us at 17 and 12. And Milwaukee obviously lost. So they but 2.5 games behind us. And there's some big game on the doctor. I'll put that in a minute. I just wanted to put out there, let you know that, through the first 28 games, we've been pretty much holding it down, man. 27 games, we 7 games over 500 and still just starting to really play our best basketball. But what I am happy about is 7-3 in the last 10. And like I said, we 13-7 in the conference. We right there behind Boston and then that's pretty good to see, Shop. I'm really excited about that. And the reason why that's important, ladies and gentlemen, because now we get into the half of the season. Now after the half of the season, they start jockeying for playoff position. So we want to be in our best position when the playoff time comes to be able to say, you know what? Okay, we right here. We sitting good, and we can get and make our move. You know what I mean? And do what we got to do. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, some good games out there, some important games. Here we go right here. The Miami Heat in the first quarter, they beating the Orlando Magic 38-26. Obviously, we win tonight and Orlando lose, then we pick up another game on them. You know what I mean? And like I said, the games don't mean too much, but at the same time, you got to play the 82 games. And and them guys about to get down. Hopefully, they get healthy by the end of the half of the season, and they get strong. And you'll see what's happening in Miami with Jimmy Butler. But they've been playing good ball here and there. They're 38-12, and they got a 12-point lead on the Orlando Magic. But and the only other game in the doctor that's important from my standpoint, obviously our game, the Hawks and the Grizzlies. That's going to be a good one. The Grizzlies up 8-2 on Atlanta Hawks. That's a good game there. Nets still trying to hang in that play-in thing, man. Even though I think they're gonna have a fire sale, maybe, but they trying to hang in there. They're 11-16, so they trying to get to that play-in and all that good stuff. And about other game on the doctor, Milwaukee, obviously, it goes a crazy one. Milwaukee playing the Wizards, so we know that should be win. This game right here is interesting. They just beat the Bulls just beat the Celtics in.
Zach went off.
Yep. Zach went on in Boston. Now they about to play them in Chicago. Watch out for that game tonight. If they don't bring their A game and Chicago Bulls can beat them boys tonight. Like I said, if the Knicks don't bring their A game, shot power, they can get beat. But I think that's a really good game tonight from a Knicks standpoint. Because if the Bulls, let's say the Bulls do beat them, Boston only 3 losses and 3 losses lower than us in the loss column. Obviously, we got to play them again this year. That's why these games matter, and that's why I'm hoping the Knicks can get a good streak going, because if they lose tonight and before they get the players, you never know what they might have 8 or 9 losses. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, and then other than that, another good game, Cavaliers and 76ers. 76ers
really good game.
Yeah, and these are why. And Embiid is back too now, and Joel Embiid is back, and Cavaliers starting to hit that schedule that I told y'all about. They just even though they beat the Bucks without Damian Lillard, but see now they starting to play them teams that we already played like that. You know what I mean? Shop Howard, they scheduled really a cakewalk coming out of the beginning of the season. Now you're going to really see what they made of. You know, KNICKS got them boys playing damn good basketball over there. They got a good team down there, but now they about to play to meet the higher echelon team, or a team that's considered over 500 playoff worthy team. You know what I mean? Things like that. So we see how it goes. That's going to be interesting to see as well. Other than that, the Suns and the Detroit Pistons. So other than that, I think we got a chance to pick up ground tonight. That's why I would love to win this game, because we got a chance to pick up some ground on certain teams. You know what I mean? And it's all about jockeying position, because you want to be in the top 4. Obviously, when it's all said and done in April, you want to be in the top 4. You know what I mean? And if the Knicks can win tonight and look the way it looks, the Magic might lose. You know, that we pick up a game on these guys. And so at the end of the season, we got a good cushion on a lot of teams. Now we can rest our players going into the playoffs. You know what I mean? So we got to win all we can. And I think tonight would be a good way to go out there and get a good win. And I think we should go out there and make it happen tonight.
Yeah, we need the Sixers to win tonight, beat Cleveland. Bring Cleveland down back to reality. You know what I mean? Make us get closer to them. I think they got 4 or 5 losses.
Mm-hmm.
We need them to get some more losses so we can pick up some more wins to get close to them too. I mean, right now is the perfect time, because as hard as our start of the 27 games that we have had, we haven't played too many teams under 500. We played some teams that didn't have all their players, just like we haven't had all our players. But right now, Cleveland's about to get it. I think Cleveland's next 5 games are all against teams that were in the playoffs last year. So, it's about to get exciting. It's right around the time, right in that window of the next 40 games you really pay attention to. You know what I mean? Because this really starts setting us up to see where we're going to be sitting towards going into February and March and stuff like that. So we can solidify a spot, so we know that where we're going to be stacked. We're going to be stacked over the top 4, and what placement are we going to be placed in the top 4? And I mean 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that's the big thing that I'm looking out for, and to see who will match up prior in the first round and in the second round. What bracket are we going to be in? So that's all I'm looking forward to, and it's going to be here before you know it. It's already Christmas, man. Christmas is this week coming up. New Year's is a week away. And I mean, I just remember it seemed like we just started talking about the Knicks in October, talking about it seemed about to be this and all that, and it's already 27 games in, going on the 28th game. So they're hitting their stride. They're starting to get things together, and like I said, I am happy, and I've been happy with Mikal Bridges all year long. And I said it, that he had to figure it out. He had him playing in this defensive bracket with Tom Thibodeau was totally different from the guy he used to play with in Brooklyn. Different schemes, different pickups. It's no going around the picks. It's going over the picks and going over the picks hard. But if you're going to go through a screen, you go through the screen when it's with Cat, because he opens it up for you so you can get through the screen quicker. So there's things like that they pick up, playing so many games together that I think now they know where guys want to be. When they come up court, they already know sets that they see. This is one thing, not to get off topic, but one thing that you notice about Jalen Brunson when he comes up the ball, his head is like this. You know what I mean? So he's seeing where everybody is setting up at. And as soon as he see that somebody's setting up, he do a little drop step, he do a little move, and then he breaks to the basket, and then he kicks it out. And usually from on the right side, he does that a lot on the right side because OG's over there. And he draws OG man away, and then he kicks the ball to OG, and OG knocks down the shot. And I mean, they've been playing OG a little different this year. Like I said, they've been playing them totally different in the last 10 games or so. They've been playing them a little different. He ain't getting those open 3-point shots in the corner or off the break, around the break. He ain't getting those shots like he was getting early in the season. They are stepping up on him, trying to contain him from knocking down those 3-point shots. So now you just got to move the ball to somebody else. And soon as it's going to look good tonight, man. And I think their defense to our offense is no match. And now our defense is picking up, and it should be able to overwhelm their offense.
Yeah. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to the whole chat. Y'all up in there, getting it popping up in there. Appreciate y'all. You already know. But you know what, tonight, for me, man, just talk about the keys to the game tonight. I just think we got to go out there and realize that team is decimated. They don't have a lot of bodies, and the bodies they're gonna be bringing in there after a certain amount of bodies they just not NBA level players yet. Just like they like the Bacone Daddy, they like the Haka Purdy. They're gonna be relying on them guys tonight. So we got to take advantage of that tonight, because a lot of them guys who they probably wouldn't be getting no burn gonna have to play because of injury. But at the same time, because they injured so much, they get a chance to develop. But I think because we are back at least 8 to 9 deep, at least 8 deep. And you can take one of the guys who, give them extra minutes. But I think because we 9 deep with Jericho Sims, Pressure Chua, Campaign, and Deuce McBride in the second unit, I think that second unit probably can overwhelm their second unit. And I think I start our starting 5 unit is probably one of the better ones in the association. So I'm not too concerned about that area. So I'm really looking for these guys to go out there tonight, man, pound them. I think they should bully ball them tonight. The reason why, you want the Knicks to eat at the foul line tonight, because that team is not, they don't have a lot of bodies. So I think the key to that game is go at McCollum, go at Devontae Murray. I mean, Herb Jones is a handful, but go at him though. You know what I mean? I think they should play ground and pound. I mean, pound the ball down tonight. Then then spray it back out, but go down and play in the side tonight, Shot Powers. But then, like Jalen Brunson, get downhill, like you said, and then he kick that ball out, because I don't think they got enough bodies to get. If you get them in foul trouble, and we've been pretty good at getting to the line, you know what I mean? So I think these one of the type of game where you got to go at Trey Murphy and them. You got to go at these guys, Yves Messi and all them. The Knicks got the bodies now. They got 9 guys they could throw at these guys. These guys are decimated tonight, so I'm hoping that they really get into a bully ball mentality and play your same style of play. But don't rely on a lot of jump shots tonight. I think you got to force that team to get them in foul trouble tonight, because I think it's going to be hard for them to overcome once they get in foul trouble, because they don't have the bodies. So I'm really looking for the Knicks to go out there and do that tonight. And obviously, we rebounding the ball better, because we got, like I said, Chua's back, and Sims looked like the 2 little games that, he didn't get to do what he wanted to do. He had a good game the last time. And we got Josh Hart back, So I think the rebounding number should be pretty special tonight. But I think we go out there tonight, chop out, execute the game plan. I got the Knicks running up out of there like probably 120. I'm going to say 120, 107. I think this might be a beatdown tonight. I don't think they got the bodies to beat the Knicks tonight, or not even come close to the Knicks. They got 5 in the start lineup that can do it. Because you remember Trey Murphy real quick. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones was on the bench. Like I said, they like the Knicks work. Now they got to bring their starters. Like last year, they got to bring their bench players. In other words, what I'm trying to say is DiVincenzo and Josh Hart, what they were last year is where Herb Jones and Trey Murphy is right now, because they're so injured. You took your firepower off the bench to put them in the starting lineup, and I don't think they're going to be able to handle what we got on the other side of the ball, Shop House. I'm really looking for these guys to get it tonight.
Yeah, tonight is all about controlling the pace, pushing the pace, grabbing rebounds, shooting your free throws, also knocking down your 3-point shot over 36%. I do think the Knicks should, with the way our offense is against their defense and the way our defense is against their offense, should fare very well against this team. I don't want to predict a blowout, but what I will do is I will predict the Knicks to have their average. I believe the Knicks will win tonight 118 to 101 to lessen the load and bring us closer to 14 in the defensive rating.
Yeah. I see that. Like I said, I think my main thing is for me is, I think, let me put it back up there. I might have taken it off already. I'm sorry. But I guess the reason why I gave my score 133 on the 4th defense in the league the other game. 133 on one of the 4th net rating defense in the league last year, and this defense rating is at the bottom of the NBA. That's a number. That's why I think the Knicks blow these boys out. I think they ain't got enough firepower to deal with what we got from a defense, and a defense is the bottom of the echelon. We top of the league in scoring. They bottom of the league in defense. They better beat these boys about 40 tonight. I'm dead serious. You know what I mean? And not on top of that, they don't have the bodies. If one of them dudes in that starting lineup get a foul trouble, it might be a wrap because they just don't have the bodies. You know, they got body, but they don't got the premium bodies. Let's put it like that. They missing some heavy medicine down there. Brandon Ingram, Zion, Alvarado, and who else is in there? I don't think McCullough's a good defender. He can't defend. Devontae Murray can defend, but I feel like Jalen Brunson can give it to any of them dudes. I mean, I don't think they. You know, so if you throw Herb Jones on Jalen Brunson, who the hell gonna play Mikal Bridges? Who the hell gonna play? You know, that's Shout out, it's scary, man. This team, man. So let's see. I hope the Knicks have a good game tonight, man, and they win this thing, and we move on to the next one, man. And but I think it's gonna be a problem for the Pelicans, especially if the Knicks play bully ball. If Jalen Brunson go down here tonight, they're not a shot blocking team. It's scary.
I don't want to put out what I really think because I really think that this game could be one of those games like we had, but in the second token, the reason why I put it to 118 to 102, I think the Knicks do something similar in one of those quarters like they did the last game. And then you see the third unit, the same thing that we've been talking about all year. Once we get healthy, the starter unit get out there. The starter unit is scorched earth. The second unit is the defensive presence. And then you get some time for your third unit like we had in the Minnesota game and a couple of other games in this season. So far, we have done that. Not taking players out at 7-9 minutes, taking the starters all out at 7-9 minutes and letting the young bucks get in there and get some game time. You know what I mean? But the one thing about putting the young boys in is they give up points. So I remember just the last game, we was up like 30-something points. They got down to 20-10, called a timeout, took out a couple of players and put back in Sims and somebody else. I forgot who exactly he put in, but he took out, I think he took out Pattier and somebody else, and he put two more players that still was bench players, but, you know, played more in the style of what Tom Thibodeau has done. So that's why I gave him 102. I still think the Knicks can have or hopefully what I want from the team but before the end of the year is the Knicks to contain teams to about 103 points a game. You know what I mean? And we can still average about 119, close to 120 points per game. And I think that will work itself out once we, you know, these guys are getting back acclimated now. Precious only back, 4 or 5 games already? You know what I mean? Right. So as more he gets back on the court, once we get Sherman back and see what they're going to do with him, you know what I mean? The waiting game from Mitchell Robinson, but if Jericho Sims could come in and do something similar that he did last night, he will get more minutes in this second unit. Jen, you can see how Tom Thibodeau can work a 5-man starting unit, a 5-man second unit, and then switch and swap them 10 guys at any given time to give the fourth quarter and the third ringers on our bench some time to get on the court and get some minutes on an NBA basketball court.
Yeah, real talk, man. Well said, Shop Powell. And I think Dave Smith, John McDonald, like John McDonald said, Pelicans foul out a lot, 20+ foul catches tonight. They do. Like I said, they are in a lower echelon on defense. That means they can't rebound. See, that's the thing. Look at the team they got out there. Yves Messi, but the only one really in that starting lineup who can literally rebound like that. Trey Murphy is not a rebounder. Herb Jones, all right. You know, he's more known for his defense, one-on-one defense. McCullough is not a rebounder. And they just got to beat them boys up tonight. This is literally bully ball night tonight. You know, and what I like about that is letting me know the Knicks can play any way when the playoffs come. We could pound it down the Cat tonight. We could pound Brunson down in the paint tonight. We could pound Anunoby down here tonight because that's not a big team. So, you know, being that they not big in strength and stat, to pound the ball, you know what I mean? Pound the mess out these guys. And I think they will. But other than that, man, listen, it's 2 minutes before they get ready to get the game going off. Shop Powell, great show, my man. Great Nally. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody there. Jay, obviously, you know, we was about to get off anyway, so you know I didn't do that. But we see you on the next one, my brother, and all that good stuff. Man, I know you and y'all did the marathon this morning with my man Ron. Salute, Ron. Still Knicks fan, salute. I know y'all caught the show. They had a good show down there tonight. I didn't get to catch it all, man. I really got the end of the show. But I know these brothers on here. I know this brother right here was on there, and along with everybody else being there. I know the show was good. I know that for a fact. So, salute to my man Ron. Great show this morning. I'm quite sure I did see y'all. You and Jay told me. So, Jay, I know Jay got a dose of medicine and all that good stuff. But Shy Powers, I'm just looking for a fun game tonight. Go ahead and execute the game plan, cross T's, dot I's, and go ahead. And hopefully we can get a good blowout. We can get them boys out of there, get them out of there. Because like I said, man, ladies and gentlemen, we played two of the better defense in December, top defensive teams in December, and we gave them a 30 piece. That means a lot. That says a lot about this team. If you can, that means you up for the challenge. When you go up, regardless of whom or what, they rate and say they're the top higher echelon in a certain category. That means it's a challenge for you. So the Knicks have been taking on a challenge. Okay, y'all talking about Orlando defense is that good. Let me show you our offense is better. And I know they've been having games like that in this month of December, Shop House, where, you said Minnesota top 4 defense. Let me show you our offense is better. And they've been smoking these dudes, bro. You know what I mean? So and I think that's what makes me feel good about the team. Like they beat the team they're supposed to beat. But when you think a team that you think is better than Knicks because they do this, Knicks let you know that no, we better because we do this. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Before y'all get out of here,
hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe for your brothers. Tell a friend. Don't hide, subscribe. Y'all know we in here, man. Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Divine Shy Powers. Yes, indeed. We'll see you cats tomorrow on a recap. I hope we got some good stuff to talk about. Remember, thank you for all you guys for being a part of this stuff, man. We love doing this with you guys, man. You ladies and gents, but y'all the best, man. Ain't nothing like Knicks fans, man. Knicks fans, the best fans in the universe. You know what I mean? We come out all day, every day. We could be doing a lot of things, but we know we get up here and talk Knicks stuff. Whether it's on Ron's show, and I see, and that's how much love we love Knicks basketball, because, we can do a marathon with Ron on Know the Lead and still come in the pregame and get the pop, and still hit up them later on at the postgame or hit up CT at the postgame. It's just crazy, man. It's dope, man. So until then, y'all keep supporting these channels, but make sure hit your brothers up, man. Hit us up with some like buttons, man. Tell a friend. We trying to get to these 2,000 thing over the next year, man. We trying to really get it popping. We want to at least get to 1,500 this year. So I just tell a friend, man, subscribe to the channel, look at the content, and and if you don't like the content, just slide the notification over. But hit the sub up for us, brothers, man. We can get it moving. We appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night. Let's go Knicks, man. Let's get it. Shy Powers, I'll holler at you on the other side, my brother.
You're ready. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Peace. Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holler at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, where there's bottles, he's Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carotene, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow for the pregame show. No cash, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with the mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Cats and snap back to fit the cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, we fit the description. It's the OG, Ola and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip.